Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thank you for checking out this video. And we are back here for another week, and this is going to be my week 6 of my Marksman Hunter journey here in Season 4. We are really well built with our build and all of the gear that we've got thus far, so I have a feeling that this might be the week that I get tokens, for a couple of reasons. So first off, week 6 has to start off with opening the week 5 vault, as we're going to do right now. And then also, I didn't do many Mythic Pluses. I did 2, or actually I did 4, but only 2 of them are going to be Myth Track, so I'm going to have only 1 Myth Track item, and I'm going to have 3 items from Heroic. So maybe I'll get lucky and get a Heroic Filial Band or something like that. But let's make sure that I'm in the correct specialization, which I am. What else would I be playing? I see that Glitch is over here. Maybe he got something good out of his vault. We'll have to wait and see there. Okay, if I get tokens, I'm not going to be upset. I'm going to block the screen like usual, and let's see what we get. Alright, so first one, we have a ring. It's a heavy versatility ring, which is from Heroic Raid. Okay. Next, we have some Heroic Wrists. Okay. And we have a pip. So we actually have a Heroic pips. That's a pretty good trinket. I'm already set in the trinket department, though, so I'll probably skip that one. I've got the Obsidian Hardened Wraps, which is just a hero track item. And then this is going to be my only myth track item. I'm really hoping that this is going to be a belt. A belt, or I believe it's a belt or a belt, shoulders, chest piece, something I can turn into tier. Here we go. It is it's a chest piece. Did I actually need the chest piece? Hey, I do. Okay, cool. So I did get lucky, and I am not getting some tokens this go around. But I'm going to go ahead and pick this Mythic Track chest. That way, I have what, one? I think pants. Yeah. So I have 3 pieces that are going to be Myth Track now. Excuse me. So that's going to be my choice for this week. Best of luck to you guys in your vaults. I hope you get something really awesome. And if not, tokens aren't so bad here in Season 4. But I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to Future Me and pray that I actually get a lot more keys done this week, because I have only done about 5 or 6 keys in the last 2 weeks. I kind of took a break this last time. But I'm throwing it over to him. Have a great week. And we're meeting once again here on a Monday evening. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I've got Rosie hanging out with me here on my lap. We've got Zelda in her usual throne position over here. And I had a really fun week. I didn't make a ton of progress, at least gear-wise, but I'm setting up for a final push for kind of like final build, if you will, for the expansion. So I hope you guys enjoy this part of the video. So anyway, real quick. So my guild did not clear a Mirdrasil because we didn't need to. We didn't kill Tendril. We didn't kill Fireack. We had nobody who needed it or really any gear from it. So I do have those 3 heroic track spots. You know, maybe I'll get the filial ring or something like that, so then I can spend my bullion elsewhere. But I did manage over the last couple of hours to get 4 8 or higher keys done, so shout out to everybody who made themselves available and helped me at least fill part of the vault. So, you know, I've got 2 chances to get something that will be beneficial. Otherwise, that will be 2 sockets. Like I said last week, and I did get pretty lucky with my drops out of my vault for my 1 mythic item. If I get sockets, I'm not necessarily upset by that. Alright, so just looking at my build upgrades, I haven't really upgraded too much this week, but again, I'm setting up for something much greater. So my item level is still 521. I did manage to pump up my Ashes of the Ember Soul, which I bought 2 weeks ago with bullion, up to the max of 528. And then I still don't have my Diurnus Chosen ring maxed up, so I am losing out on some a little bit of damage from that. And I haven't upgraded my second crafted piece yet. I still have a 502. So that's just something I've been behind, and honestly, it's not for a lack of want on my part. I just don't like to pug, and my guild has been busy doing other things and not really doing a ton of keys. So I am going to see if I can do some other keys with other groups, see if we can really start to push those 9s, 10s, and even further than that. I definitely know that I can do that, although I don't need the portals. So it'd be just trying to get to Keystone Hero, which I'm really close to anyway, and then kind of just have some fun and post some crazy keys, hopefully. So, all right, so the main big change, which this was the Fortified, Storming, and Bursting week, the main big change was my Mythic Plus rating. I finally did a Neltherus on the Fortified week. I had actually not done one at all before today, so we made really quick work of that. Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings over the last couple of weeks. I realized that OBS has been glitching out when I'm doing my recording specifically for Mythic Plus. Again, I'm not sure why. I've got to have to look into that. So I hope to have Mythic Plus videos again starting this next week. But I am just shy of 2,400 rating, and Keystone Hero is going to be 2,500 or higher. I definitely think I can get there, especially considering on Neltherus Tyrannical, I only have a 4. So I don't think everything's an 8. Yeah, like there's a 5 there. So there's definitely some room for improvement. There's a 4 and the 5 on the board. That'll probably get me, 25 or so points. So I'm probably going to be right at 2,450, and then we can just push a little bit higher to get to 2,500. So that was my big push for this week. I will be replacing this Platinum Star Band, most likely with the Filial Ring that you get from Diurne. It goes up to 535 item level. And in fact, I didn't spend my bullion this week, which is, again, feels really weird, but I got to this point in the week, so I might as well wait and see what my vault has in store for me. But the bullion, I didn't spend this last week. It's most likely going to be picking up that Filial Band, but I had somebody leave me a comment, and by the way, if you guys have commented on any of my videos of this last, week and a half or so, I haven't responded to you. I'm really sorry about that, but I had somebody ask about the Sarkareth Cloak. So, Sarkareth's Cloak has a really nice damage boost because of all those secondary stats, which, just remember though, do go into diminished returns, so that's something you want to take into consideration, but you do lose stamina. The back piece doesn't have stamina. So for example, I have 1.3 million health right now. If I take off that cloak, put it down here, I have 1.245 million, so I lose approximately 70,000 health. It is going to sim better, but you do lose another slot to put a crafted item, but it does go up to 535, so just pure stats minus stamina, of course. It is going to be a very strong item. It'll be 10 item levels higher than a crafted belt or cloak, and it'll be 7 item levels higher than your average mythic drop. So again, something to take into consideration. I'm not worried about it too bad, but I will be picking it up eventually because I want those Mog pieces. So if you are considering getting the Sarkareth Cloak and you don't mind that you're going to lose about 70k health, do it. Awesome. Like that will do more damage. That will steal your teammate stats. You'll be good like Odwin and Zaft, and I think Spook and even Twisted all have it now. So who knows? Maybe I need to be picking up one of these cloaks. But my next pick will be the Filial Ring. It gives you that shield. Shields on a Marksman Hunter is always going to be a good thing. And then after that, I'm most likely going to be picking that Sarkareth Cloak, or I might finally come down here and finish upgrading my Neltharian's Call to Dominance. This can go up to 535 if you buy it with bullion versus getting lucky like me and getting it from Heroic Raid. So that's what I'm doing with my bullion. I'm just going to wait and see what I get out of my vault, because if I do get a Heroic Filial Band, or what, I forget what the Ring of Filial Duty, I think is what it's called. I will probably get that from the Heroic if it happens to go there, and then maybe I do buy that Sarkareth Cloak, or maybe vice versa happens and I end up with both. I wouldn't say no to that. Then I'm going to upgrade my wrists, so I still have both wrists that need upgraded, and I can upgrade both of them. I'm actually really behind on that. So I have, I believe, I have another spark in my bags. I do. So I'm going to upgrade both of my wrists, so that way I'll have my one wrist will be the adaptive Dracathist Armguards, which are going to be great for raid. I'll probably use that if I'm going to end up trying to pug some Mythic. And then if I wanted to do Mythic Plus, I'm going to use these Flame Touch cuffs here because they have my second blue silk lining. The other one, of course, is on my neck piece, which is the Torque of Pastime. A couple other items. I really want to upgrade my belt. I'll probably end up just making a crafted belt at this point because I have just gotten Omega unlucky. I've only seen a couple of belts drop the entire time on Hero Track or higher, and I have yet to win those. I just got really lucky that this one just happens to have a socket, so it's not as big of a deal. And for those of you guys that are asking why I haven't spent my bullion yet, long story short is it's going to really mess with my build. Because it's a really heavy mastery trinket. It sends me into diminished return on mastery, and I lose 1400 crit. And so I was having a hard time with what different items I had to switch in and out, or stats, that sort of thing, to get my crit back up. So that's just something I'm gonna have to figure out. And then I did end up picking up that Mythic Track chest piece, but as you can see here, it's still in my bags. I haven't actually turned it into or catalyzed it into a tier piece yet, because I want to see what I need for my stats, since I already know what stats I'm getting here. So it is a pretty nice upgrade of 13 item levels from what I currently have. So I just need to figure out what items I can move around. If I get a belt that has, crit on it, boom, making that switch, and then I'll catalyze that chest, no problem. Go buy that ring, no problem. But there are a couple of items that I could send to the catalyst and see what the secondary stats change to, and see if that will be more beneficial to me. But this next week, my goal is to, upgrade this belt, and then I have quite a few pieces that are 4 of 6, like 515 item level pieces that I need to upgrade, and I also need to upgrade my crafted items. As you can see here, I do have some aspect crests that I can spend, not enough to upgrade a crafted item just yet. I need to do that because those embellishment pieces are going to be priority. But I'm like basically 300 awakened crests behind, and I'm going to get hit with even more of those tomorrow. So I'm hoping to get right into some Mythic Plus early in the week. I was gone all this last weekend on a little mini vacation with Haley and my brother and my brother-in-law, but that's kind of where I'm at. I'm really excited to really kind of get back into the swing of things, pushing keys. I hope to have some different groups that I don't normally run with, at least here in Dragonflight on the channel over the next couple of weeks. It'll be kind of nice to maybe not raid as much, since we do raid 2 nights a week, but we raid 8 hours during those 2 nights a week. So it's 4 hours a night. So it does kind of take up a lot of my time. I'll try to do some pugging. Maybe I can get a first couple of bosses down. Actually, now that I think about it, there's a really nice cloak that drops off of Mythic Naru. So maybe I should have tried a little bit harder. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week this coming week. If you guys are in my Discord, please post your vaults tomorrow. I really look forward to Tuesday mornings and Wednesday mornings for you guys that play over on EU to see what you guys got out of your vaults, and who is going to be a little bit richer each and every week. But this next week, we are going to get the 1 bullion of 2, so you won't be able to buy a new bullion item unless you're me and can just delay that for whatever reason. But I've got a ton of aspect crests I'm going to hopefully add to my build and my gear, so I can help me get more health, which maybe will make that Sarkareth cloak purchase just a little bit easier. But what are you guys doing? Have you guys taken a break? Are you still trying to push keys? Are you raiding? Are you not? Are you on Mythic, or excuse me, MOP Remix? I would love to hear all that down in the comments of this video and all my future videos. And from Wellington, who has just spawned over here, that must mean he's getting ready to go over to the Dragonbane Keep. But that's all I have for you guys tonight. I hope you guys have a wonderful week this coming week. Best of luck in your vaults. I hope you get everything you want and then some. So for Rosie, Zelda, and myself, have a great night. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. bye.